player receives an update from his representative.
It's time for baseball on a Friday night on the south side of... Striding in is James Guardado. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Dan Dero will take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well.
Oh, and it's off the first base bag. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often. The batter will be Nick Madrigal. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. He's got it.
Hey, Dero, this looks like it could be a high-scoring affair. Home team comes up now, and they've got something brewing in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime you put that leadoff batter on base, that's a disaster for the pitcher. You don't know. You can work with bunt, hit and run, steal. Oh, I forgot. They don't run for a hit and run.
In there, now the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And the tying run is in to score from third. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring the ball up. Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Sox get a run here on 2 hits.
3.
First pitch on its way. Yohan Moncada is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him. Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Yasmani Grandal stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball. But it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs, too. That's excellent pitching.
Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Looped under that one with that swing, which tells me he was probably anticipating it being a sinker.
Moncada leads off first with one away. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Ned. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third now, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Gavin Sheets. No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field.
I got it.
Reyes is right there, 1 down. Stepping in once again is James Guardado, who collected a base hit his first time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tough to do much with that one, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up Nick Madrigal. 0-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit's all they get. Leading off the inning, it'll be Eloy Jimenez, and they could use a spark from him here. Into the corner and slicing foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-0.
Outside, 2-1.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
3 balls.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Slater moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. First pitch of the AB now. Luis Robert is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit out toward second. Reined in. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So there are 2 gone now in the White Sox 4th, and that'll bring up a former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yohan Moncada. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he can...
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Score hold. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this.
The 1-1.
The count is 2-1.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Hit out toward second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Reyes comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2. Next to dig in, Gavin Sheets. He flew out in his last AB. Now the first pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, and it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets. First pitch of the AB on its way. James Guardado is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So next to bat will be Nick Madrigal. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores it. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
The batter will be Luis Robert. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger, 2 strikes.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hard hit toward the hole, and that's through into left, a base hit. Madrigal blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. No balls and a strike to count. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Hard on the ground towards short, and that's through into left field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
You know, D-Lo, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations, and this guy certainly is one of those guys.
Yeah, they're able to slow the moment down. It's not for everybody. This guy has ice water in his veins, consistently coming through in big spots. Nice job right there to tie this one up.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Castro puts it away, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. No. And it's a 4-3 finish in the season.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A warm summer afternoon, we're getting set for baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore today. Ready now is Anthony Alford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn it around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Here comes the 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Slater, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. He's set, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting range.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So nothing in the order.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. That evens it up 1-1. Well, as we mentioned in the top of the broadcast, the Orioles have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Now here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter, combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
Now into the box, Kyle Stowers. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch. This one's flared toward left center, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw into third, and he's safe.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
And they're runners at the corners now. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit as the run is in to score, and the Orioles have a 1-0 lead.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he popped him up. Crawford into shallow left. He gets there, and that's the second out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Anthony Alford.
Anthony Alford.
Here's the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. Stowers over at second. Urias on at first with 2 down.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Orioles settle for 1. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Orioles lead it 1-0. In now for the O's, Terrin Vavra, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Terrin.
Bounce it to the left side. Speared on the dive. The throw to first. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort. Now to the plate, Alex Dickerson. He singled in his first debut. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Dickerson.
Very weakly on the ground. Hit in the air down the left field line. Benintendi in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jahmai Jones.
Second baseman, Jahmai.
Now here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
That's a ball.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes. He grounds it sharply to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles, but they're up 1-0. Now at the plate is Adley Rutschman. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Strike one to start the at-bat. The pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Now at the plate, Kyle Stowers. He singled first time up. At the knees, strike one. Swing and a liner. And he will make the play out there, and there are two away now. For the plate now is the designated hitter, Ramon Urias. Singled in his last at-bat. Ball one to start the at-bat. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Slater. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
2 home runs in 3 days? I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Anthony Alford is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down the strike. It's 0-1. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and stepping up is the shortstop, Taron Vavra. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Benintendi's got it, and there's one away. Next, it'll be Alex Dickerson. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far.
Dickerson.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Grounded to third. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Out in front of it, strike one. Dickerson stands at first with one out. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. And now here is Austin Hayes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. 0-1 the count.
Hey.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So no run. 5-1, the final total in today's game. Varying it.
Wow. Check it. A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this now when I'm a great boss. Run this, it ain't for the weight loss. Matter of fact, tryna be the cake boss. Fill up the bag to the brim right there. Standing in the shine, make a dim right there. Gospel truth, got his hand right there. That boy stay with the rim right there. Step my dough just like it's philo. Tell the Uber pick me up on Pico. Yeah, got two in the back like some mosquitoes, and I never play myself. You getting low on the placebo. These C-notes getting them looser than that's how it is. And Primo is the feeling in this trio. Get down to biz. I heard you need a hit. Got the gloves, you been ollie with the slip. Shower me with love, already bathing and drip. This ain't a skip, blue chip on the mission, finna dip. Pole position, little. Been been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Haters been a long time running. It don't matter, they ain't catching up at all, I promise. It's been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving.
About set for baseball now on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Garrett Cole will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And we are underway from Yankee Stadium as the first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch at 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a cold strike on the outside part of the plate. Cole has pitched north of 1,200 innings in the majors, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Our temperature at first pitch and even 70 degrees here this afternoon. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And that one got a piece of him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Next to hit, Rafael Devers. Here's the first pitch. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. His career line against Garrett Cole. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. He also has 1 home run. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that misses for ball one. A ball and a strike.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1 and 2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1. Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Nate Eovaldi is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Boston. What's your take on him, Dan?
A huge arm comes with Nathan Eovaldi, up towards 95 to 100 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Power pitcher deluxe. His best swing and miss pitch, though, is the split finger. He'll throw that to both righties and lefties.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. Chopped to third. Devers gloves it. And that's out number one.
That is set. The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Next, here is Aaron Judge. Now here's the first offering.
80.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Eovaldi, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty D, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Batting third.
Next to stand in is Aaron Hicks. Mano-a-mano against Nate Eovaldi. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
2 out, nobody on. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 1-1.
Ball, that's just out.
Two and two.
I got the count.
Good luck with that pitch. That pitch is an absolute nightmare. Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action. High 80s velocity.
3-2 to the Yankees center fielder. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that is off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Hicks at second with 2 down. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
Grounder down the line at third. A foul ball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Yankees DH.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He's set. The 3-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of a 2-out double. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Second inning set to go, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Christian Vasquez. First delivery to him. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike one.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
High and deep down the left field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. Next up for the Red Sox, Hunter Renfroe. His career line against Garrett Cole. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Renfroe, originally from Mississippi. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 3-0. A swing and a miss, strike
3
one.
balls, 1 strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 3-1 pitch is a slider, and he can't pull the trigger. It's 3-2 now. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Hit sharply on the ground and into left field for a 1-out hit.
Boy, talking about making a pitcher work, D-Row. 8 pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit.
I got to be honest with you. After the 7th pitch, you start to get in auto swing mode. He could have thrown the rosin bag, and he would have took a hack at it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting the result.
And he fouls this one off. Runners on first with 1 down. Fouled away. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Nope,
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Kike Hernandez will be next. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he misses ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch. That one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
So first and third with 1 away. And that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. As a look, now the pitch.
1-0.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1 and 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Fouled off. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Ground ball right side. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Alex Verdugo digging in now as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. One strike now from Cole. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
2 well executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
I really liked that he gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. And it's fouled away. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0 and 2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second. The Red Sox lead it 2-0. Stepping in, mano a mano against Nate Eovaldi. He's gone 3 for 6. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Got it.
So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that will bring up Gleyber Torres. First offering on its way. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2. Garrett Whitlock comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Garrett Whitlock.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. Here's the first pitch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball
3-1.
The 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. And here's the 3-2 from him. Popped him up. Devers will wait on it, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down 2-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wackney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right. Thanks, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Devers, right field and carrying well. Into the second deck and gone. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
here's J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left as the Red Sox open it up even further. It's now 4-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Here now the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. 1 gone here in the Boston third, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And that'll bring up Franchi Cordero. As he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at bat. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter. You can relate, Dan. So what's going through the pitcher's mind right now?
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
To the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck. As he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Boston's out in front, 4-0. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already. First pitch coming. Here it is.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they get on the board. It's 4-1 now.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, Gary.
This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. No outs, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
He's going to have to figure out a way to get out of the middle of the plate. Just gave up a big bomb right there, and now he's missing right down the heart of the plate again. Could spell trouble for him.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work into his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. The pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. I got a ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Solo home run there for Aaron Judge. And the Yankees are back in business. It's now a 4-2 ball game. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Plate now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Now the 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
No strike.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one yanked just foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. A ball and no strikes. Struck out in his first at-bat. Two balls and no strikes to count to Stanton.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2 out with the man at first. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Well, for better or for worse, when you seek attention, you might just get it. Dan Dero and I are back in Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Striding in for Boston, Kike Hernandez, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Now here it comes. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Slow roller out to short. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. So bases are empty with 1 out now. And that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. First pitch on its way. This is popped up. Voit has a play. And he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts. And now the first pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like he would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
And he fouls this one off. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. go for the last half of the inning. Here comes the first baseman, Boyd. Now here's the pitch. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
0-1.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. Is in there. A called strike three. Next up is Gleyber Torres. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You can tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
2 ball.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Hot shot to third. Throw-in time at first for out number 2. Next for New York, Clint Frazier comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's it.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back to Yankee Stadium after this. New inning set to get underway. And next, the dangerous power threat, Rafael Devers.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
1 strike now from Cole. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Standing in now, J.D. Martinez. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
At the plate, Christian Vasquez. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
For the Yankees, the third baseman, number 29.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Drives it out to deep right center field. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Now one down with the bases empty. The next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. The pitch. No balls and a strike to count. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu. Ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Count even at 2-2. Now pitch on the way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
There's
That pitch is up.
ball 4.
Ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. From the belt, kicks and deals. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's got hits in both of his at-bats so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0. He couldn't get his hands through there. It's 1-1.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 4-2. Jonathan Loizaga takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 43, Jonathan Loizaga.
So now to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now the 1-0 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball. To third. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next,
so now here is Franchy Cordero, 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. First offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
This is pulled into right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck. First pitch of the AB on its way.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Austin Bryce enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 31, Austin Bryce.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch on its way.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Luke Voigt, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Ball 3.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. From the belt, the pitch. As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Voit, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with one strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball. So the next to bat will be Clint Frazier. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. This is to left field and deep off the bat of Frazier. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it one better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
Matt Andrees, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. At the plate now, Gio Urshela, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's faced Matt Andrees previously. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 3 runs already home here. Swing and a line drive to left. And the Bombers have it going here as this is also good for extra bases.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A 1 pitch on its way.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here it comes, 0-2.
The count is 1 and 2.
1 out and a runner on second base. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes again, 1-2.
2-2. Yep.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Stepping in now, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he misses again, 2-0.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
swing and a ground ball to third. Throw got him at first, and a spectacular play that will end the inning. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Kike Hernandez. And now the first pitch.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Now the 0-1. And there's ball one. Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. At the plate, Alex Verdugo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Next, it'll be Xander Bogaerts. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here now is Rafael Devers, very weakly on the ground. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Set. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Garen O'Day
Takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
J.D. Martinez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing. He's down 1-2. 1-2. Here it is. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More from the Bronx after this. Last half of the 7th here. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Aaron Judge.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
The stretch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Bogaerts has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's faced Matt Andriese previously. He's 4 for 11. 2 of those hits were for home runs. 1 out, nobody on. Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. He is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Striding forward now is the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball.
Hicks leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
In now, Luke Voigt. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 0-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Down in order go the Yankees. They lead it 5-4. Stepping up is Christian Vasquez. Flew out last time up. Set. Here it comes. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you've got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The next 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Comes set. Now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Rounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Into the box, Franchi Cordero. Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2.
I mean, he's got to hunt better pitches in the zone to get a sac bunt down. Going to be interesting to see if the manager keeps it on right here or lets him swing away.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Now, Chad Green gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Chad Green.
Standing in now, Bobby Dahlbeck, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Two balls and a strike.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
And the pitch on 2-1. Rounded weakly down the line toward third. Three and two now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And here's a swing and a miss, and that, folks, is a big out number 2.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now it'll be Kike Hernandez trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on its way as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Oh, here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as they take a 7-5 lead. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, hey, Manny B, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, Hero, but you can hit the ball out of it just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky small. I know it's got big gaps, but right field is so juicy. As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
You could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
To the plate now, Xander Bogaerts, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. His career numbers in this matchup, he hasn't had much success, just 2 for 11. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Yankees 5. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Luke Voigt. They'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Now here's the first offering, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Full count.
Full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts it.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Clint Frazier. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Yanks held in check. They're down 2, 7-5. Enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Set to start the 9th in this one and set to go as the third baseman, Rafael Devers. set and the pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-1 pitch. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, J.D. Martinez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Oh, that's off.
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, one man out.
Oh,
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Now the 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Now another 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Christian Vasquez.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Torres scoops it up. Throw on to Voit, takes care of him, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're still up 7-5. Matt Barnes enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
Gio Urshela will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First delivery to him. And now a pitch on the way.
Count is 1-2.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
And it's fouled away. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. McCown.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, DJ LeMahieu, as this is grounded foul off to the left. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Last chance for the Yankees. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cordero is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. The Boston Red Sox came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Matt Andriese gets the W on the mound. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
This afternoon's ball game for the Big